Hello everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. It is Monday the 23rd of January. It's about 10 past 8. I am heading into uni soon. I'm all dressed and wearing the jumper that I made, which I still really love, by the way, and it's very warm, which is great because it's currently -5 outside, and also inside because I can't afford to turn the heating on, so yeah, it's cold. So I've got a semi-long day today. I am in class this morning, and I mean technically I have class this afternoon as well, but I am not going because I have a meeting at 2:30 elsewhere. So yeah, I'm going to be in class this morning, and apparently they're going to be talking about this essay we need to write, but I don't necessarily believe them because most of the time they change the plan and they've never actually done a single thing they said they were going to do, so not sure I believe them, but that's apparently what we're doing. And either way, I'm going to spend the morning looking for images to write this essay about, so I suppose we're still doing the essay one way or another, right? I've also just got a lot of writing to do in general. I have essentially finished project 1 in terms of all of the photo sheets, but I've written like 3 pages, and I've got like 25 to go or something, so I need to get writing today so that I can properly move on to project 2, so that's the plan. And I need to finish getting ready, so wish me luck, and I will see you later.
I never think, I never know. I'm stuck and left alone. I've been lost, I've been fine. My cause is not defined. Won't you kiss me? Won't you play? Won't you try me? Ain't no way I could deny you, I could stray. Won't you kiss me? Ain't no way. Won't you? Won't you? Come and try me now, so cool. Come and try me now. I was never left alone.
Okay, it is Wednesday the 1st of February. Obligatory, I can't believe it's February, but I haven't got time to think about that right now. I don't remember when the last time I talked to the camera was, but I know the last time I filmed was, I think I was in a lecture on Friday, but I could be wrong. So since then I have been busy, mostly doing stuff, preparing for a meeting I've got coming up with the staff on my course, because, well, long story short, they're not being particularly accommodating, and, you know, I always try and approach these things very reasonably, like, you know, I'm not necessarily interested in formal adjustments and stuff. Mostly I just ask for understanding and to be told what I need to do, which I think is a very simple request. However, they are not fulfilling that at all, so we're basically having a meeting to put in some more formal accommodations, and I've been doing a whole load of prep for that, which is very annoying because I actually have a lot of, you know, actual work to do for, you know, the degree I'm trying to get, but instead I'm having to waste my time advocating for my basic rights, which is not great because I do legit have a lot to do. I finished most of that yesterday though, so I am now just gonna, well, I still need to come back to it probably over the weekend, but for now I literally have work to do, so I'm gonna move on. Now, I was gonna shoot today, and I think I will still try and shoot later on. However, I realized that I need some picture frames basically for a shoot that I'm doing, but I realized that I did not have as many as I thought I did, so I'm gonna go into town and see if I can get a few from the charity shops for a couple of quid. If not, I technically have a whole load of picture frames. I'm literally looking at the wall right above me, and they're all on the wall, so I could, if I must, take them off the wall and use the picture frames that are, you know, currently housing actual photos that are on my wall. But I would rather not dismantle my entire house. So I'm gonna go and see if I can find some cheap ones at a charity shop first, and we'll go from there. I do have a couple that I can use, but I need more. So yeah, I'm gonna go and find that, and also I need to get some other things anyway. In particular, I need some more hair dye because I want red hair for all of my photos, and it is still technically red, but you can see it's starting to grow out. I also need to cut it, and it's also really greasy. So yeah, I need to do that first, which probably means I won't get to doing any photo shoots today, but at least I can prep and do the shoots tomorrow. There are also a couple of other random things I need, like I need some sort of like black makeup that I can kind of make like a dripping effect, but that, you know, is obviously skin safe. So I'm thinking liquid eyeliner is my best bet, and if not, I might have a look at like goth makeup online, and that's probably a good place to start, but I'm going to see if I can find something cheap first. And then I also need a jar, which is again a little bit random, and I have jars, but they're not the right kind of jar, and the few that are the right kind of jar, like they have like sugar and hot chocolate powder in them and like there's nowhere I can put said sugar and hot chocolate powder temporarily. Like I can't just dump it on the counter till I'm done. So yeah, I need a jar. So I've spontaneously decided to go out and get all of that sorted. I was going to do it on Friday, but if I wait till then, because I need the hair dye and the picture frames, then I can't do anything until the weekend, and I really haven't got time to wait because I'm already very short on time for this project. So yeah, we're going out now, hopefully going to dye my hair later and get everything prepped, and then I can shoot tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, my taxi's going to be here in about 10-15 minutes, so I'm going to finish getting ready and wish me luck. Okay, it is Thursday. Yes, Thursday. I'm very turned around because usually I would be in uni on a Thursday, but I'm not going in today because I have stuff to do. And quite frankly, most of the lessons are not really lessons, and they just lecture us about things like time management, which is a little bit insulting, to be honest. So yeah, I've got real work to do, so I'm not going in for that. But also I've had like a really bad headache all week, which I checked the weather pressure and it's been high pressure all week, which usually fucks up my head. But also I've managed to like pull all the muscles in the right side of my back, which is not great. I also have no idea how I did that. I just woke up Tuesday morning and I was in a lot of pain. So I think I probably did something on Monday. I mean, I did go into uni on Monday, so I was carrying around a heavy bag. Maybe I swung it on my back a little bit too hard, I'm not sure. But because I take so many painkillers, and also because my head's been killing me all week, I was taking more painkillers. I often don't notice injuries until the next morning, because obviously the painkillers wear off overnight. So I'm thinking I did something on Monday. I don't know what it was that I did, but my back hurts. So I mean, with that in mind, I probably shouldn't have gone out yesterday, and I also probably shouldn't be doing a photo shoot today. However, I have things to do, so we're just going to take it slow instead, because I really can't afford to not do a photo shoot today. So doing a photo shoot today is exactly what I'm doing, because I need to do that. I don't think I've properly explained the project yet, so let's do that. So the project I'm working on now is project 2 out of 6. It's really weird, it's one unit, but there's 6 projects within the unit. I don't really know why they do it that way, but they do. So I'm on project 2, and this series is, well, the theme is narrative, which is a very wide brief. We can do pretty much anything we like. I did already do narrative at college, So you can go back and watch the videos if you want to see that, but I'm taking it in a different direction this time. So, you know, we have a wide brief, I can do whatever I want, and the only kind of limitation is that I have to do at least 12 images. So for project 1, it was still narrative, but we just had to do a single image, which I've already done, and the behind the scenes of that will be up soon. I don't know, my filming schedule's all out of whack. And yeah, and then for this one, I am doing a series of self-portraits. I mean, technically the other one was a self-portrait too, but it was more of a fashion shoot. I just used myself as a model because I live alone and it's easier. But for this project, I'm doing kind of actual self-portraits, and there will be a video going up about like how I'm planning and my projects and stuff. Again, at some point, I don't know when, I'm busy. But yeah, basically all of the self-portraits, they're all kind of the same theme, so it's all around kind of mental health, disability, and, you know, obviously there's quite a lot of strong narrative in there, so that ticks the box. But you'll see some of the sketches and stuff in the other videos, and I can very quickly show you my idea board. That's not all of the ideas that are on there, but I kind of ran out of space, so it's some of them, and as I do them, I'll take them down and put new ones up. So I'm aiming for actually to do 15 images because I need at least 12, so, you know, ideally I want to hand in more than just 12, but, you know, I also, like, if I aim for 15, then it doesn't matter if I fall a little bit short. So that's the thinking. Today I am doing some photo shoots. I'm starting with one of the simplest ones, which is what these glass things are for behind me. So I bought, I think I showed you this a while ago, but I bought basically like, it's like a frosted glass like sticker. And it's weird because it's not actually a sticker, it's just like a vinyl sheet. So you spray the glass with water, you put it on, and then I've taped them because it kept falling off. I think because they're designed for windows, so if you actually put it on a window it would stay, so it's kind of like a suction cup. But obviously because this is a piece of glass that I'm like moving around, it wouldn't stay put, so I just taped it. And I've got two because I need them to go like side by side, so like this, see? They're not exactly the same size, but it'll do. So yeah, I did those this morning, and then I thought I would just show you the few things I went out to get yesterday, because I will be using some of those today as well. So the main thing I went out to get yesterday was picture frames. So these three here, which are very hard to hold, but these three are from a charity shop. I think it was the British Heart Foundation. And yeah, they just had a big box of them, so I picked up three that were, you know, all like somewhat different, kind of interesting, and also cheap. They were all £2 to £3 each, so that's not bad. I'll probably put this one on the wall after I'm done with it, to be honest, because it's got a nice picture in it. And then I also found this little frame in Flying Tiger, which I thought I'd pick up as well because it was only £1, so why not? But the reason I actually went to Flying Tiger was I needed a jar. Now this was a pain in the ass to try and find, and technically this isn't like the perfect jar, but I kind of worked my way from one side of town to the other, and if I didn't buy this, because I was going to go to Wilko as well to see if, because I figured Wilko would have more jars, but Wilko's like the other side, so if I didn't buy this one in Flying Tiger, I'd then, you know, I'd have to basically hope that Wilko had one, because if not, I'd then have to walk all the way back. And I'm glad that I did that, so I picked this one up anyway, just in case, because again, it was only £2, so it's not the end of the world, and I'll use it for something else anyway. And I'm glad that I did, though, because Wilko actually didn't have any jars. So yeah. Well, they did have jars, but they only had the ones with, like, you know, hinge lids, which I've already got, like, 8 of those. So, you know, if I wanted one of those, I can just, like, I've got them. But I wanted one with, like, a screw lid, and I wanted it to be a little bit bigger than this, more like this big. But they didn't have one, which is a real shame. I saw that they had, like, the section for it, but they were completely out, and I even asked to see if someone could find me one, but they didn't have any, so yeah. This one it is, which is not absolutely perfect, but it will do. But I mean, if anyone has like a jam jar or something, I want a jar that's like about this width, but a little bit taller, and with a screw lid. If anyone has one of those I can borrow, hit me up, because I literally just want a jam jar, but like a bigger one, but they just don't do those apparently, and I don't eat anything in jars, so yeah. I obviously also get hair dye, so yeah, re-dyed my hair, which is nice, and it's also actually clean, which, does anyone else find that the hair gets really greasy during the winter? Because I do, and I don't really know why. Because, you know, I mean, I wash my hair the exact same way and the exact same amount as I do in the summer, but for some reason it gets more greasy in the winter, and I don't really understand. So if you know how to fix that, let me know. But anyway, the only other thing I got that was kind of prop related was some liquid eyeliner, which I'm not really sure if this is going to work or not, but for one of the photo shoots, I'm going to do it in the bath. So I've actually got some bath bombs. Well, they're more like bath salts, but they're going to turn the bath black, basically. Or the water black, not the bath. You know what I mean? But I want to like look like black tears are coming out of my eyes. And I mean, obviously I've got eyeliner, but I figured if I just like drew it on, it wouldn't look very 3D, which probably wouldn't look so good. So I got liquid eyeliner to see if I could like drip it, but I don't know. So I think I need to try this, and I'll use it anyway, so it's not a waste. I wish they came in bigger bottles, because I mean, this is tiny. Like, how much ink is in there really? But yeah, I'm gonna see if it works. And if there is anyone who is better at makeup than me, which is pretty much everyone, so you kind of automatically qualify for that, and you know how to make like dripping tears coming out of your eyes, then please do let me know, because I suck at makeup and would appreciate some help. But yeah, that is my little haul of things I've got. So the two shoots I'm doing today are, I'm going to use my homemade frosted glass, and I'm going to shoot from behind it, which is fairly simple, very simple lighting setup, and I just have to like sit on the floor basically. The only thing I'm not sure about is how I'm going to prop the glass up, because you know, I need it to stand, you know, like this on a table, and I'm gonna hang the frames from actually my clothes rail, but obviously I can't do that with this because it's just a piece of glass, so I don't really know how I'm gonna prop this up. I guess I could like put some books at the bottom on either side, but yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work, and I also need them to be like flush together and everything, so yeah, I'm gonna have to try and figure that out, and I didn't really think about that. But I guess it shows problem solving, and they like that, so whatever. But then once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take all of the clothes off of my clothes rail in my bedroom, because technically, I mean, I do still have the, you remember the old clothes rail? I've actually got this one here, here, which is the same one, but it's like, they're really shitty. They're just from Tesco's, and this one is literally falling apart. You can't really see, but it's actually like falling forward and to the right, and it's only being held up by the chest of drawers that bookends it. So yeah, that one's falling apart, and I do still have the other one that's currently in pieces in my cupboard, but if I try and put that together, because I did think of that and I tried, and it just falls apart, so I'm gonna have to take all the clothes off of my actual clothes rail in my bedroom, which is a lot of effort, bring that through to the lounge or studio, study, front room, I still don't know what I'm calling it, and then I can hang the picture frames from it, because I just need individual photos of the frames so that I can then edit them into a composite later on. Which is quite a lot of work, considering I've hurt my back and I'm fatigued after going out yesterday, and my head's killing me. But I have things to do, so we're just going to take it slow and work with it. If I have time and energy, I would also like to play with makeup and see what I can do to make the black tears, because, you know, the sooner I figure out what works and what doesn't, the sooner I can figure something else out if it doesn't work. But yeah, I don't know if I'll have the time and energy to do that. You can't keep still in my chair. So, it is now Sunday the 12th of February. And I've been away for a while because, you know that headache that I was mentioning in the last clip? Well, turns out that was building up to a migraine, which is great. So yeah, I woke up on Monday the 6th with migraine, which is great because I had a meeting with my core staff on the 7th, so that was also brilliant. Went really well. And naturally, I've been a little bit out of commission since then because migraines are terrible. Honestly, you haven't really missed that much because I have mostly just been in bed because migraines are horrible. It also flares up my fatigue for some reason. I don't really know why, but it does. So that's been great. Still feeling very fatigued, but I have work to do, so kind of just getting on with it. The only thing that we did kind of miss was Bramble's birthday, which is on Friday. He sat on the floor because I removed him from the chair because he always steals that as soon as I get up. But yeah, he turned 10 on the 10th, which is very nice. Is there a name for that? Like when you turn an age on the same day that is your birthday? There's gotta be, right? Is that a thing? Apparently it is a thing, and it's called a golden birthday. So yeah, there we go. It was Bramble's birthday. We didn't do a huge amount. I did spoil him. My mum bought him a couple of toys, which are currently scattered all over the floor. And he's a big fan of those, so yeah, he was very happy with his birthday present, and I also spoilt him with a whole load of chicken. I did also briefly put a birthday candle in it, and unsurprisingly, he did not care. I also really wanted to try and put a birthday hat on him, but he probably would have skinned me alive if I tried that, so instead I drew one on him as like a joke, so I'll put the picture up. But yeah, it was Bramble's birthday. I mostly just cuddled and spoilt him. But yeah, as per usual, Bramble was rather indifferent to the whole situation. Except the chicken. He loved the chicken. And that is literally the only even remotely exciting thing that has happened in the last few weeks. So yeah, you didn't really miss much, but I am hoping that the headache does seem to be kind of subsiding, because you always have like kind of a post-migraine headache. It's weird, but it seems to be subsiding, and well, regardless of whether it is or not, I have work to do. So I'm kind of just trying to get on with things and somewhat failing. I still have not finished all the writing for Project 1. I am much further along than I was when I last spoke about it. But I still have 4 pages to do, and honestly I would rather do like literally anything else. So that's not great, but I'm going to try and get those done tomorrow. I'm going to try and edit videos today, and then hopefully get on to doing some photo shoots next week, because I'm already 3 photo shoots behind, which is great. But I'm also supposed to have, you know, like done those 3 extra photo shoots, written about all of them as well as the one that I have done, and have started writing an essay, and I've done none of that. So, but we can blame the uni for that, because I wasted a whole load of time basically writing up documents and stuff to basically make them do their jobs. So yeah, that was great and rather a waste of time. And we're still waiting to see whether or not they're actually going to do their jobs or not. So I'll keep you posted on that one. But that's what the meeting was about, which it went all right. It could have been worse, but it also could have been much better. And I won't say any more because I don't want to get in trouble. But that's really all I have to say, to be quite honest. I am just going to spend the day editing videos, might film some gaming videos later, but other than that, I'm just going to take it chill because I'm still very fatigued and I have to go out tomorrow, so I'd rather be less fatigued for that. The only other thing that was slightly exciting was I got some socks in the mail, which I ordered these socks at the end of November, and they only arrived at the beginning of February, which is horrendous. And their customer service was like non-existent. They just kept sending me, you know, like automated emails. Very terrible. So, I mean, they are beautiful and I will show you them in a second, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend buying them because, you know, it comes from overseas. They're very unreliable, terrible customer service. It takes like 2.5 months to get here. So yeah, don't order them, but they are beautiful. These are just a couple of pairs. I got 10 in total because there's 5 in the pink pack and 5 in the green pack. So yeah, I have 10 pairs of socks, but yeah, as you can see, they are beautiful. They're like kind of embroidered, patterned, very intricate, and they're amazing. I'm never wearing any other kind of socks. So I will put the link below, but order at your own risk and know that they take forever to get here. The customer service is non-existent, so if they lose your parcel, you will probably just have to deal with that. And then I also, because I didn't want to have to pay for shipping, I bought those, and then I also bought some cat socks that look like Bramble's paws. And if they're not the cutest things you've ever seen, you're lying, because they are. So yeah, again, very cute and honestly surprisingly high quality, but order at your own risk. And that is literally the only exciting thing to happen in the last few weeks. So I'm going to wrap this up because I really haven't got anything else to say. I'm hoping next week will go a little better with no migraines or any other exciting things, but then I say that every time and something always happens, so don't hold your breath. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, even though it was very long and drawn out. Like it if you did, subscribe if you would like to see more. I'm going to be editing a behind the scenes video today, a planning video, and I'm also working on like 12 other behind the scenes videos, so there's quite a few of those coming. And yeah, just so subscribe if you want to see that, and I'll see you next week.